So I'll start with a product which we get and have had for many years a lot of requests for, which is people wanting to watch the television, and it becomes a frustration for many that they struggle with seeing the television. So with our products, you may be familiar with the Max TV, which we do both in a spectacle form as I'm showing you here, but we also do it in a clip form, so that can clip onto your prescription lens. So if you're struggling with seeing the TV, then you've got the option where you can actually pop the spectacles on. So I'm just going to show you how this is. You've got adjusting points on the back of the frames here, so you just pop the spectacles on here, and you've got two adjusting arms, which again I'll show you in a moment, where you can actually adjust them forwards and back to bring into focus the television, and you can sit at a distance. Is anyone?
Oh, Steve, I'm on the Zoom call at the moment.
Oh, right, that's okay. Just to make sure you're okay.
Yes, everything's fine. Thanks.
You'll see your adjustment on here, so you can obviously adjust the eye to lens distance, and the important thing here is individual. They have individual side settings, so you can obviously adjust that, as you'll see. And the reason for that is because one eye can be more dominant than the other, so it's important that it's not a fix over the bridge. And that's where the uniqueness comes with the Max TV, in so much that you can actually adjust it to suit your current eye condition, in terms of being able to see the television from a normal viewing distance, rather than bringing the TV or having a larger screen. You can see it from a normal visual distance. We also do the clip, which, as you'll see here, actually just clips onto your spectacles like so. Same principle, and then actually you can just move that up and out of the way when you're not using it. So really neat concept. Again, unique in the respect that Eschenbach is the only product that offers that product as available. Just moving over, filters are a big area that's a focus for a lot of our charities and members. Sort of fit overs as a filter for your spectacles. So me being a spectacle wearer, as you'll see, the cocoons, as you may be familiar with already, people may have seen the cocoons and be, some of you may already own a pair of cocoons as well. So designed as a fit over, so you'll see very easily that they'll fit over my normal spectacles. But just a little bit about the cocoons, and a little bit more detail about the cocoons, and why cocoons have become a very popular choice for people, or for many. First and foremost, the top protection here, that will actually give you full protection. Any inlet of light along the top, it's protecting any light coming in, inlet of light in there. You've got your side protection, which again, any side light that, people that maybe struggle with dry eye, etc., any wind, dust, anything coming in from the sides will protect that area as well. The important thing here is the undercarriage again, so any bounce of light. So I'll give you an example. If it's a sunny day, it's been raining prior to that, you'll get a bounce up of light from the puddles, then naturally that bounce up of light will be an irritant for people that are struggling with a glare situation. Now the cocoons will stop that prevention in there. We do 7 different sizes, so you'll see I've got a smaller size here, obviously the larger sizes as well, but as we go they come in 7 different sizes, so there's a size to fit all. They're made of a soft touch ballistic nylon. Now people are going, ballistic nylon, what's that? Virtually indestructible, as they say. Now I say virtually indestructible, so we do a test which is known as the twist test. So with your cocoons, they'll come with a lifetime warranty on the frames, and the reasons for that is, if when we twist that frame, as you can see, I'm twisting, I'm still twisting, you'll see the flexibility of that frame is very flexible, in so much that, I don't know, you happen to sit on them, you pop them in the car, you stand on them by accident, they will just pop back into place. They won't break, and if they do, they'll replace them for you. Another area which is important, you've got the flex to fit here. So this flex to fit feature on the back of the actual frame itself will allow you to have comfort fit throughout long periods of wear. So if you're wearing them for long periods, which most of us do, then you'll find that it's very, very comfortable for any length of time that you're actually wearing them. You also get obviously your neoprene case, which also comes with that as well. And then there's different lens qualities. So a boysenberry, which is again very, very popular for those people that actually perhaps struggle with glare. So if it's a sunny day outside, you pop on a boysenberry lens, and what that's going to do is that's going to reduce the glare down for you, but still make everything nice and sharp and bring the contrast there for you as well. In low light, so sort of winter time, you're perhaps inside your low lit living room, perhaps you've got a lemon option where that will enhance the contrast. So again, pop that over your lens and that's going to brighten everything up for you. So really does give you that nice bright feel as opposed to having it dull and dark around you. So they're just a couple of the options that are available on the cocoons. We also do a nighttime driver, which is the twilight. So obviously that's going to reduce down any blue light blocking, blue light, harsh blue light. So I'll give you an example. The LED headlights today, really, really harsh. That's going to bring that down to a manageable when you're looking through, that it's actually just going to bring it down to almost like a candle light. So you've got a 93% light transmission on those as well. Same principle. So it's a double coated lens, but it's an official certified lens on this. It's an official certified nighttime driver. Now, perception's been in the past that a lemon's been a nighttime driver. It's not advisable. Twilight is the go-to for a nighttime driver. Okay.
Do you keep one pair of glasses and change the lenses, or are they
no? So with that, Kath, what they're designed to do is they're designed to fit over your normal prescription eyewear. So your normal prescription lens.
If you want to change the filter, do you pick up another pair of? Yeah.
So what you tend to find is more people will have. We tend to find that people who have cocoons don't only have one pair; they may have one or two pairs.
That's what I'm asking, really, rather than swap lenses in and out.
Yeah, of course. So I mean, you have. We do a polarized range as well now. So with the polarized, we do a polarized, we do a mirrored polarized as well. So what you tend to find is that somebody that is maybe wanting something to enhance the contrast like the lemon, but then if they do struggle with glare in the summertime, they may have a boysenberry or they may have a polarized lens for the summertime. So you tend to find that some people may have 1, 2, even 3 pairs.
Right.
Yeah. So any other questions on the cocoons at the moment?
Just very quickly, do they fit over most prescription glasses?
Yes, they it's hence the reason for the 7 sizes. So you see the larger size I have here, this is sort of the aviator style large. We do a larger size still, but what you tend to find is that we have a sizing guide that's very, very simple to follow. Literally you just pop your glasses into the sizing guide currently and it will give you the advised size on what you'd need to have. But what we tend to find is a number of the charities will hold the 7 range sizes in stock that you can obviously try them for yourself and then obviously decide on what color lens you might want to go for.
Thank you. Did anybody want to just have another look at those up closer to the camera, or any questions?
I can bring them up closer, not a problem at all.
I think Miriam might have a question. Miriam, you just need to unmute. Miriam, you're on mute at the moment. I'm asking you to unmute.
Yeah, am I still?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Miriam.
Yeah, Miriam, I'm just trying to talk to Miriam. Mai's trying to talk as well, I think, but he's on mute. Maria, did you want to ask a question while Miriam's working out his?
Yes, I was just wondering about your TV glasses.
Yes.
I'm sure it's suitable for individual with AMD. However, how about other type of eye conditions such as glaucoma or RP and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, again, it becomes, you've got to sort of try it, Miriam. And I think, to be fair, these are designed to improve your field of view. And obviously, it will be dependent, obviously, it's always a case of try. We they are suitable, but you've got to try them to see if they will work for you.
And also the one more thing,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
obviously it's for TV glasses. Do you have a specific distance closer to the telly or farther? How far distance do you recommend to be able to use it? With benefit.
No, hang on.
Yeah.
In terms of the TV.
Yeah, distance
Yeah,
from
so you've got
your chair to the TV itself.
Yeah, so
How
you've
far
got,
can the person?
so you've got what you have is you've got your adjusting wheels, which obviously if you are further away or closer to to the TV, then you use your working distance on the Max TV would be 60 to 68 millimeters.
That's my math gun now. Then for a minute.
Say again, sorry.
That's my math gun in the bin. 60
So
to
your usage distance, you mean to the television?
yes.
Yeah, sorry, three meters.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's a bit,
All right, no.
bit meters. That's quite far then, isn't it?
Yeah. So you can obviously sit in comfort on your sofa.
Yeah.
And that's where the Max TV is designed, in so much that you can
All this lot, John.
normally,
Oh,
rather than having
gone.
to close to
It's
the
gone.
television.
Basically,
It's gone.
you get this bar that comes up, so it's mute, stop video.
So yeah,
Yeah.
3 meters is the main distance of use.
Share screens. But no, you don't.
And that's for everybody, is it?
Yeah.
Or it's
Again,
very
I mean,
individual.
All right.
Yeah. So again, from a focus point of view, where the Max TV, as I'm showing you again, you've got your adjusting focusing wheel, where you can obviously adjust that forwards and backwards to bring in the focus. So you might find that somebody with a slightly different condition may need to be closer, or may need to just adjust the wheel ever so slightly differently.
Yeah.
That's great. Thanks, Richard. Miriam, you're with us now. I think I'll try to avoid putting you on mute again, if it's because obviously just causes you a little bit of a challenge to unmute yourself.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
have
fine.
a question for Richard?
Yes, please. I've got similar glasses, which I've had now for about 2 or 3 years,
Okay.
and they're sold as over glasses.
Yeah.
They got the bar across the top, the side defenses and things.
Yeah.
And I picked those up from these sort of firms that send catalogs and things.
Okay.
I've got 3 in sort of in bronze.
Yeah.
A grey one and a black one.
Okay.
And find them very good.
Yeah, they're very much so.
But are they the same as what you're selling?
If they're not cocoons, then no. So
Yes.
we know that there are alternatives out there.
Oh, I see.
What we did was when we took on the distribution of cocoons, it was important that we had a fit over that was designed to work for all of our users. Now, what I mean by that is we look at the lens quality, we look at the comfort, we look at the aesthetics, we look at the quality, we look at everything that goes with it, so that we're providing our users with the best, arguably the world's best fit over, and cocoons falls into that category. So yes, I agree there are other products out there. However, we feel that the cocoons as a product are very, very high end in terms of where they pick their position point, but obviously at a cost that is very similar to what perhaps you've been used to purchasing in the past.
The ones I bought, you have a pair of glasses
Yeah.
and a pair of yellow glasses for £12. But I have macular degeneration,
Yeah.
and I lost a lot of my central vision.
Yeah.
So I have to sit quite close to the television to see it.
Okay.
But I find the worst thing on the television are all the scenes they insist on producing in the dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we watch Midsummer Murders,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I mean, most of that is filmed in the dark.
Yes, of course.
So are
Do you
these?
find it a struggle to sort of bring out the contrast of it? Is it sort of?
Well, I find that I watch Last of the Summer Wine because I've seen it right from the start.
Yeah. Yeah.
I even know the words that have come in. And the thing is, when I watch anything different, I can't distinguish between the different people
Okay.
speaking. How we manage with radio plays, I don't know. But it's life's hard.
No, I understand that, and I do show empathy with you on that, and that's where, you know, we try and ensure that everyone's aware of what's available out there.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, equipment to be able to support in any way that it possibly can, Miriam, and hopefully, as we go through the year ahead, then there's going to be many opportunities for you to see some product that's that hopefully will help you, you know, yourself and others.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
I think we'll also have to see if we can write to the BBC and ask them to film Midsummer Murders so everyone's killed in the morning. And none of these nighttime murders that are going on. So
it is the summer, isn't it? So there should be a bit of a reason for it.
Really, shouldn't it? Anyway, sorry, we'll hand back over to you, Richard, now.
No, that's absolutely fine. I wanted to just move on to our digital product, because I know that's an area, Louise, that obviously we spoke of briefly, and that a couple of the members had sort of asked and took some interest in. And we do a suite, a range of digital. I've got 3 of my digital products I'm able to show you right now. My other one, I don't unfortunately have a plug socket that I can plug it into, but I can come and share it with you in the new year, and we can set up some tech days and everything for you guys to have a real hands-on feel as well, because there's nothing quite like having a play around with the products themselves. So first and foremost, excuse my reaching over the back here. So you may, again, are you familiar with any of the Eschenbach digital product, any of you? Is that something that... No? Okay. So first and foremost, we have this handheld device, which is known as the Eschenbach Smart Lux. So the Smart Lux was one of our early introductions into digital, but has been probably one of, if not our best-selling digital device. It's a 5-inch screen. It's handheld. It's nice and light, but you'll probably see from the video I'm showing you here, it's compact, very compact. Now, if I look at it and compare it to my mobile phone, you can see comparable. It's very, very close. It's actually lighter than my mobile phone as well, so they're great. Nice and easy and compact, nice and slimline, nice and easy to use on, as I say, handheld. But what you'll find on the features, very, very simple. 3 button features. Eschenbach make it very clean, very crisp, very aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but also very simple to use. So your bottom button here will actually turn your device on. As you'll see. I'm going to be blinded by light now, but I'm going to not to worry about that. We've got a little stand under here, so you'll see this stand can pull out. Now, when the stand pulls out, that can actually be set up as a device where you can actually write underneath it if you wish to. Let me just put the colour on there for you. You can also move that down so that if you want to put the device, as you'll see here, and we all see that okay?
No, well.
Can we see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got that flat on the page
Where
here. So,
dimensions and
so I am moving that around here. So what I'll show you very quickly is we've got a contrast, so you can change the contrast button. So obviously if you struggle with contrast and you want a better, more crisper image, you can do also a still image take. So if we wanted to take a still image, this bottom button here, which is the video, the camera button, just takes a still image, and then obviously we can bring that back up. And then the central one is actually, that will increase the text size and print. It will go from 5 times right to all the way up to 12 times. Very, very simple to use, that device. So nice and easy. And as I say, what you tend to find is if you want to, you can actually use it just by holding it up as well. So you can obviously just move it along. If you wanted to read the back of a packet, I don't know, let's say I was wanting to read the back of my car parking ticket here. You see that okay? I don't know.
No.
You see that all right?
It's a bit bright, but I think we get the impression. Yeah.
You get the idea. You get the idea. It's difficult to show on a screen to a screen, but obviously I just wanted to give you an idea. So yeah, very, very popular, and again, chargeable. So obviously you've got a charging point just on the side here, and that will last for 3.5 to 4 hours continuous use. You also have your little pouch that obviously your smart locks will come in, so it's nice and easy. Just pops in there like so, and keeps it nice and protected. So that's the 5-inch handheld. I'll just move over then to the next size up, which is the 7-inch HD. So you'll find more of a sort of a tablet style device. But what this will do is actually, you've got a HDMI input where you can actually plug it into the TV or a monitor to give your field of view greater still. So obviously, as I say, you've got 7-inch in terms of the screen size on here. Similar features. So you've got the power button on the front here, and then just on the side, you've got your contrast and your still image take, which incidentally you can actually store on a memory card on this particular device. You've also then got your zoom, so this will go up to 22 times magnification on this particular one. So again, if I can just try and show you on here the images, can we all see that okay?
Lift it up fractionally.
Bring that up again, my apologies. It's always, I'd say, a little bit difficult on the screen, isn't it?
Yeah. It's probably because of the light at the moment, because as you say, you're doing it on a video screen. It's
yeah.
But again, I can see some of the text that you're magnifying there.
Yeah.
So, it gives you benefit.
So with the HD, obviously on the HD version, it's, as I say, more of a sort of a desktop style device, but also you can have a stand to allow your to do task orientation under it. So maybe, I don't know, you're doing crafts, or we've got a young lad that I supplied a HD to recently as a fisherman, avid fisherman, and he ties all of his rigs underneath there. He's obviously got a visual impairment as well, but he does tie all of his rigs, and he's really, I mean, he's so grateful that we were able to support him with the HD, and he uses it daily in school, but he also uses it on the riverbank when he's fishing as well. So very, very popular. And again, as I say, very, very neat, very aesthetically pleasing, just very, very simple to use, and you'll see the uniformity with Eschenbach. You've got your power button, your still image and contrast, and then obviously your increase of magnification, decrease of magnification on there as well. Okay. Always asking for a larger field of view. That's what everyone tends to want to have. So we then move up to the XL, which is a 12-inch screen. So again, same principles as the HD. What you've got on the power button on the bottom here as well. And again, just going to show you. What I will be doing is arranging with Louise so that we can actually arrange a day to come and see you guys. If we, but can we again just see the screen on there?
Yeah. Contrast there.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a different contrast on that. The difference with the HD, with the XL, is it is touch screen as well. So you can pinch and pull and move the screen around. So it's obviously all touch screen. If you want that different option, so it's very, very simple, very similar to that of an iPad, but would also give you all of the features that the HD does. So you can obviously plug it into your screen, increase that. There's also a writing stand available for the device as well, so that will allow you to do any crafts or writing underneath that. But again, something with the digital that is become very, very popular with us now, and more users of digital is asking for digital product, asking for digital devices.
Is it easier to use than an iPad?
Say again.
Is it easier to use than an iPad?
I would say it's easier, because what you've not got with the iPad is you've not got to go through looking for apps. You've not got to go through different screens. There's no product update.
Dedicated to one thing, really.
Yeah, it is, and literally that's where the beauty of it is with the digital magnifiers. They are designed for that task. They're not like an iPad where you, as I say, you've got to do software updates. There's none of that. It's literally plug in and it's turn on and away you go. There's no there's no finding on how to use it. It's there. And one of the beauties that a lot of people like is when you turn the device on and off, it will remain at your setting, be that magnification, be that contrast, everything stores the setting of what you last used.
I think Jane's got a question for you, Richard.
Yeah, please.
Yes, thank you, Louise. Richard, I rather like the look of that last item you showed. Would it be able to read anything back to me?
It doesn't read it back to you. That's one of the features that it doesn't offer. So it is obviously dependent on you reading the actual text that's there, Jane. Yeah, it doesn't read that back to you, I'm afraid.
Right, thanks.
My pleasure.
Any questions about the digital magnifiers? Martin?
Yes. One of the things that I'm interested in is, because I'm going to be doing some studying, is reading books. Yes. And the problem that I've found with digital magnifiers that I've tried is that if you've got a book open, because of the spine and the you get the distortion with the text as you go nearer to the spine, because obviously it curves down away from the reader. Is there any way that your device can mitigate that problem?
It's a difficult one, Martin, only because, like you say, against the curvature of the spine, it's very difficult to. It's designed to be on a flat surface, so it is difficult. I mean, the way that we sort of tend to overcome that is, particularly with the XL product, the last one that I showed, you have the option of the stand to actually, keep the book in a sort of a central position, if you like, rather than having the actual device on there. And then we obviously do a portable CCTV, which is the Vario system, again, where that will allow you to pop the book under the device and read it easier that way. But yeah, aside from sort of it being a flat surface like a magazine or a sheet of paper, etc., it's a difficult one on that one.
Any other questions in relation to digital magnifiers?
Or any other questions you guys might have?
Any other questions more general? Is there anything questions equipment wise that you think Richard might provide that you could talk about? I think what I think is always best for us to do is, we know that we're going to be able to get Richard and his team back into us once we're up and running and open, and then we'll actually have some demonstrations, which will mean that individuals can obviously get hands-on, see for themselves the benefit that Richard's talking about. I think we were able to get a little bit of the impression across via the video, but it is a little bit difficult, but that's great. No, thank you.
Are we able to have an idea roughly of the cost of some of those?
Yeah, I mean, what I can do, would you prefer me send the cost over to you, Louise, and then you distribute it? Would that be easier, or?
Well, unless you, if anybody's interested, I'm happy for you to give some ballpark figures, or if not, you can send something over and I can send it out with the weekly update that I post out. And if there's any particular piece of equipment that someone's interested, I suppose what would be handy to know, Richard, is the 3 digital magnifiers that you said. What is the price range roughly?
So if you look at, I mean, the price range is from £499 up to £1,500 for the ones that I spoke of just a moment ago.
Okay. And for the cocoons that you make reference to, because as Miriam made comment to, that there are quite a lot of over the glasses shields
Yes.
that are available, but roughly what are the cocoons? Is there a price range for those two?
Well, again, what we tend to, I mean, the recommended retail price, if you were to purchase them from online from ourselves, if you like, then the retail price on that, including VAT, is £66. However, what we tend to find is that a number of our charities support them significantly less than that sort of figure. And again, Louise, I'm happy to discuss on how you'd sort of want to price point those, if that's something I can perhaps send over to you or have a chat with you about, if that's okay.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay.
But we can do however's best suited for you guys.
Great. I think Ian just waved his hand.
Yes, the ones you showed early on, the ones that the TV viewer that clips over the glasses. How much is that, please, Richard?
Yeah. So that one comes in at a retail price of £65. That one.
Okay, that'll be included in what you send to Louise, won't it?
Yeah,
That's
indeed.
great.
Well, what I'll do is if I send over to Louise, I'll send you the price list over, Louise, and then obviously if you wanted to distribute however you want to distribute that, then that's absolutely fine, so that you've got all the details on there. But again, throughout the year, we'll obviously be coming and sharing some of these products with you in the centre, hopefully.
And Louise, may I ask one more question?
Of course you can.
Yeah, Richard, I think for those of us who are registered blind, they will be VAT free, won't they?
Indeed. Absolutely. Yeah. All we do, and I mean, more often than not, you guys are familiar with doing it anyway. So it's just the VAT exempt forms which we can supply you guys with anyway. We complete that just from a record perspective. Yeah. So then there's no VAT involved at all.
Because obviously VAT on £1,500 is quite a sizable saving.
Indeed, yeah. So it's a significant saving. But again, I did sort of speak to Louise, and again, I'll pick up with Louise on in terms of pricing for you guys as well. So it's something that we have sort of touched on, and we'll discuss further and decide on how it's going to work for you.
Lovely. I think Ethel might have a question.
No, I haven't. Sorry.
Ethel's got a question. Ethel's waving. Would you like to ask it, Ethel?
Yes. The TV spectacles.
Yes.
I love gardening. I do have an awful problem with deadheading. I don't know can't see the difference between a bud and a dead head. Could I use those spectacles when I'm deadheading plants?
It's a perception of, obviously. Do you wear spectacles at the moment, Ethel?
Yes.
Okay, so the clip may be better for you, only because we don't advise you walk around in them. That's because obviously they're designed for sort of sitting one. We do 2 forms, so we do a max detail as well. So the max detail will allow you, if you're doing more detailed work, hence where you're doing the deadheading on the flowers, that might be a better option for you.
But with the TV ones, you can flip them up, can't you, to walk?
You can, absolutely. Yeah.
So sure.
Yeah. So
would they not do the job?
Yeah, so the clip over ones, Richard's saying the clip over ones, Ethel, they'd probably be better for you, because that would give you the option literally to flip them up when you need to move away from whatever you've been focusing on.
Yeah.
And they're still adjustable, are they?
Not on the clip one, no, because it's actually still they're a fixed unit. Whereas obviously the working distance on what we do with the max detail it's obviously a much closer working distance. That's about 35 centimeters. So the area that you're perhaps looking at your flowers and deadheading might be better with a max detail.
If you've
For
got
television, I'm sorry, but for television,
yep.
Because I'm wearing spectacles, can I use the adjustable ones?
You may, yeah. You wouldn't be able to wear your spectacles at the same time, so you'd obviously have to remove your spectacles, or alternatively you have the clip. So hence the reason for spectacle wearers, you can actually pop the clip on for the television, and then if you're a non-spectacle wearer, you've obviously got the spectacle option as well.
I think we've actually got, I've definitely seen them in the Neaton Support Centre. I think we've got at least one pair of the spectacle, the TV glasses that Rich is referring to as part of our demo equipment. So
yeah, I think you do, Louise. Yeah.
So if somebody wants a demonstration at some point before Richard next comes out, then that's something that may be subject to resourcing and lockdown, etc. We might arrange. So if Ethel, if you wanted to actually see sort of in the flesh and have them, then we might be able to get those brought out to you. Okay, I think Melanie also had a question.
Yeah, I was just wondering, the clip, the clip-on one, what sort of magnification is that, Richard?
It's a 2 times magnification on that one.
Sorry?
It's two times.
2 times. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
No worries.
Marion, bye.
Hello. Hello again, Richard.
Hello there, Marion. You okay?
Having just answered the previous question regarding deadheading and sort of budding and things.
Yeah.
My hobby is Meccano.
Brilliant.
And with the help of my wife as the narrator and my younger daughter with fixing bits and pieces, I've made quite a number of models.
Fantastic.
Now, will the clip-on things, will they be any good for me for Meccano?
Yeah, absolutely. I think again, it's to try them, and it's worth getting an understanding of what your prescription currently is.
Yes.
And then obviously we can try the clip, both the detail and the TV clip for you, and see if that's going to be suitable for what you're looking to do.
Yeah, because
absolutely no problem.
In the last almost 2 years, I've been involved as a guinea pig.
Yeah.
Once in Birmingham University with a thing for peripheral vision only, and one with Oxite last January, February.
Yeah.
And they seem, at least the first one was a huge box.
Yeah.
But the fact that with Meccano, you sort of sat down doing it and you're not sort of gardening and falling over. Ethel. Thank you for the question. So, you reckon it'll be okay?
Well, yeah, I mean, and again, the detail clip, but I did refer back to digital as well, because I think digital is somewhere for you to consider, and perhaps again the product that I haven't shown you today, the Vario, which is the CCTV desktop. I had a gentleman early part of this year that actually was very similar to yourself, Marion, where he built crafts.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely superb because the screen can tilt, whereas if you wanted to, you can get it to a position where you've got a nice working distance under the device, but can see very clearly what you're working with. So particularly for Meccano, if the clips didn't seem to work for you, then maybe that one of the digital products in terms of the Vario might be a good solution for you.
Oh right, I might have a Christmas present now.
Oh, there you go. Absolutely. But I can, if that's something that you did want to see, again, I can speak to Louise and we can arrange when I'm next over, whereas we can perhaps do maybe a tech morning as part of it as well.
Lovely.
I don't know if that's something that would work, Louise. Obviously, pending lockdown as well.
I think so. Yeah. No, we've got every intention of obviously getting back out into the support centres and ensuring that we sort of look at our provision of speakers and there's a minimum of a 2-hour window within a support centre. So yeah, no, that's something that as soon as we're able to, we will be scheduling in, and we'll be providing the programmes for those support centres to everyone, so they know what will be running on when, but that is more likely to be close to the spring, I think, because we will be starting with some pilots just to start with on appointments only. But no, definitely, Richard, we will have you back. But I think if anybody,
that's fine.
If anyone's heard the presentation today and they've got any queries, or they would actually like to maybe arrange some either private demonstrations from Associated Optical, or would like to look at the TV glasses that we currently hold for demonstration purposes, then email me and I will arrange necessary referrals to make that happen. We are doing one-to-one referrals in the home, or in a safe environment. So we can look at that. But that's great. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Any other questions at all for me?
Could I just say a thank you to Ethel for a kickstart question?
Yeah, it's a lovely
Thank
one.
you, Ethel.
No, it's a pleasure to meet you all, guys. And if as like Louise said there, anything that you need, my phone's always on, my email's there, and any support we can offer, then it's not a problem at all.
Great. If Richard, if you could share with me by email all of the information about the products that you've talked about today, then obviously
Absolutely.
I can provide information to all of the service users. But thank you on behalf of Warwickshire Vision for taking the time out.
No, thank you for having me.
And overcoming technical challenges to sort of link in with us today. So we do appreciate
it's fine.
that. So,
I never like to. I always like to be available, and even if it's in the in a lay-by in the car, so that at least I can speak to you guys, and that's absolutely fine. I think it all adds to the fun of the fun of the call.
Absolutely. Good. Yeah, we're all about overcoming challenges, so why not?
Absolutely.
You got something attached to your steering wheel that you're talking to?
Have I? No, it's I'm just talking. It's just through the I guess the headset. I think it is.
But where's the camera?
It's just here. So I've sort of positioned it in a way such that.
Right.
Yeah. I've just gone and got one of the local neighbours to hold the iPad up for me. So
it looks like you're filming an episode of Car Share.
I might do that in the future now.
The wonders of modern technology.
That's like working from home.
Well, this is my office, so I have to sort of improvise when I need to.
Yeah, very good.
Well, thank you very much for improvising and joining us. That's brilliant.
My pleasure. My pleasure, guys. And I'll be in touch. Listen, if I don't speak to you all before, have a super Christmas and New Year as well.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks again. Take care now. Goodbye.
Bye.